Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. Today I have an unboxing of Premier yarns and I also have a sneak peek of that Christmas blanket I'm working on. So it's a pretty big order. Here's my box. I'm just going to drop it on the floor. It's just a little too big to have on my table, so I'm going to sit down, I'm going to show you the yarn I ordered, and then I'm going to show you that sneak peek of this adorable Christmas blanket I'm working on. Now this yarn order, I'm replenishing my Premier Basix, if you see that yarn behind me, because I used a lot of my red, white, and green, because I was afraid if I waited, once I post the material list for the Christmas Afghan, a lot of times when there's a rush on certain colors, they'll sell out of those colors fast. So I will give you a material list today if you want to order that yarn in. If you like the Afghan and you think you might want to make it, I would suggest to go ahead and order those yarns in. Now I will be videotaping for this Afghan, and I'm going to start this weekend and start videotaping how to make it. Now this is not a fast Afghan to make. It's easy, but it's a little more time consuming than a lot of the really quick and easy Afghans, and you'll understand why once you see it. It's an adorable Afghan and I can't wait to show it to you, but let me get started on my yarn order. Now I ordered this yarn in. This is the Premier Basix in one of the new multicolors. You can see it's that beautiful baby print with pink, yellow, blue, and green. And I really love this yarn, so I'm just going to open it. I'll just read the information off the label real quick. It's a 4 worsted weight yarn. It's 245 yards, 224 meters. It's a 5-ounce skein for the multicolors. It's 140 grams. It's 100% acrylic. It is machine wash, warm, tumble dry. The yarn is made in Turkey, and this is color number 1177-03 Lullaby. I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, and I do plan on making a baby Afghan with this yarn. I just gotta fit it in my schedule. I really fell in love with this color, and I just think it's perfect for a baby Afghan, so I will be designing a baby blanket using that yarn. I just think it's really, really pretty. So I ordered 6 skeins of that yarn in. Now Premier yarn has got several of the new multicolors in, which are really nice, and I did do a video showing them. I think there's about 6 of them. So if you look behind me, right here in this little coopy hole, right here, you can see there's several different oddball skeins of some of that multicolor. There's a red, white, and blue multi. There's that Lullaby I just showed you that I reordered in. A beautiful autumn colored multicolor. The Christmas multicolor, and then they have another one that's yellow, purples, and blue. So very pretty multicolors. And what I like is the yarn is very affordable. It's only $3.39 a skein, and they have free shipping for the US if you place a $75 order or larger. So wonderful that they do offer free shipping for those larger orders. So the yarn gets quite heavy in some of these boxes because this was a really heavy box. So that free shipping really comes in handy. So now I'm just going to briefly show you the solid colors. I'm going to read the information. The solid colors are a larger skein. These are a 4 worsted weight yarn again. It's 359 yards, 328 meters, 7 ounces or 200 grams, 100% acrylic. It has been tested and approved, machine wash, warm, tumble dry. It is made in Turkey. And I'm just going to show you the colors now because I want to get into the Christmas blanket and what you might need for that. So I ordered in the steel gray. This is color 1115-51, just a regular steel gray. And what I wanted to do was order in some black, white, and grays for very contemporary designs. I have a lot of ideas in my head, but it just sometimes takes me a while to get some of these projects done. And I reordered in the white. This is color number 1115-01 white. And I always tell everybody, if you're going to order yarn, always order white. white is the perfect yarn to have on hand for borders, for joining blocks together, anything and everything. When you just need a color that goes with anything, white is the perfect color. And sometimes black works as well, just having those basic colors. The next color I ordered in was lilac. This is color 1115-19 lilac, a beautiful light purple, very beautiful. The reason I ordered the lilac is because if you look right here, is that in, yeah, you can see a little bit of it. I have some purples. And I like that when you take gradient colors and they go from one shade and then to another shade, and they're all in shades of purple, but they go from one color to a next and just change colors just slightly. It creates a beautiful look. So I wanted to try to make sure I had all those colors of lavenders and purples. And then I ordered in light gray. Again, this is just a little bit lighter than that steel gray. This is color 1115-02. So let me hold them together so you can see the difference. You can see how the light gray is lighter and that steel gray is just a little bit darker. Now, I didn't count how many different colors Premier has in the basics, but they have an array of colors, an amazing selection of colors, and it's just nice to have them on hand. And I know sometimes people say, Glenda, wow, you have a lot of yarn, but it's kind of like my tools of the trade. When I decide to make a design, I want to have what I need in hand in my studio so I can grab it and get started. Because sometimes it takes over a week. By the time you place your order, they get it packed, they ship it, and it gets to your door. I don't want to wait that long. So I really do like to have the basics in my stash so I can just pick up my hook and go. And then I just ordered in some basic black. This is color number 1115-04. And the other thing I like about Premier is when you order the Premier Basics in 3 skeins of a color at one time, it gets shipped in these sealed plastic bags. So then what I can do is just stick it right on my shelf. It's protected from dust and anything in the air and dirt, and it just makes it nice for me. And then when I need it, I just open it and use it. So then I thought, okay, I still want to get some fall projects in. So I was looking at my colors that I had, and I noticed that if I want to mix some different oranges and browns together with a little bit of green for fall projects, I needed to pick up some of the colors I did not have. So then I picked up color 1115-06 Coral. This is a beautiful peach color, so I thought that was beautiful for fall if you mix it with another color of orange and some browns, greens, maybe a little yellow. So again, you can see my mind is going crazy with all the things you can crochet for fall, from pumpkins to beautiful Afghans with all those fall colors. Maybe you want to make some crocheted leaves. So then I picked a brown because I wanted to mix some orange, brown, yellow, and green together and create like a fall theme. So I ordered in this brown color. It's called Butterscotch. It's color number 1115-54. It's just a very beautiful brown. Again, it's called Butterscotch, but if you think of this brown mixed with that orange and maybe another darker orange, a darker brown, some yellows, some greens, I can just see a beautiful fall Afghan coming. So then I ordered in light blue. I needed to replenish. I love to work with light blue, medium blue, darker blue, and then add white. It just creates a beautiful look if you live by the ocean or you live by a lake and you just love those blue tones. It's one of the most popular colors, blue. So you must always have blue in your stash. But this is color number 1115-23, light blue. And again, these are just all basic colors. And then the colors I'm using for my Christmas Afghan, I had to replenish my red. This is color 1115-12 red, just a beautiful red, which I thought was perfect for Christmas. And then instead of a traditional green, I like using that spring green color, and I bought this spring green years ago from a different yarn company brand, and they discontinued it, and I was so upset because I love it in Christmas designs. It just brings out a burst of color. And traditional Christmas green is okay, but I always felt it was too dark, so I love using this. But on the Christmas blanket I'm making, you can choose whatever color you want for your background. You don't even have to use green. You can use blue if you wish, because I think this is one of those Afghans that if you use a beautiful shade of blue, let me look behind me, like maybe this parakeet blue or any type of blue that you would like would really look pretty behind the Santa. So don't just think red, white, and green. You can think red, white with the Santa, and then maybe a blue background would be very, very pretty. But this is spring green. It's color number 1115-58. So there is the spring green that I used in my Christmas Afghan. So I only have one more yarn to show you, and I wanted to pick a yarn that I thought would be beautiful for fall and maybe into the Thanksgiving and even into the winter season. And there's two yarns that I really use a lot at Premier, and Premier has beautiful yarns and they're affordable, and that's why I really go back to Premier a lot, is because of the yarns and the prices. But the two yarns I use most is the Premier Basix and the Premier Puzzle. And this yarn I have used so many times in my designs. It is a wonder to work up. It's beautiful when it's worked up. So let me just give you some information. I have talked about Premier Puzzle yarn many, many times. It comes in a 328 yard skein, 300 meters, 7 ounces, and 200 grams. It is a 5 bulky weight yarn, so it does work up pretty quickly. Now the yarn is washed cold water and tumble dry, and that is one of the reasons that I really love the puzzle yarn, is because I like to make Afghans, and when you have those larger projects you want to be able to throw them in the washer and dryer. So wonderful that they've done that. And this again has been tested against 350 harmful substances. I've used this so many times, I know it doesn't have any ill effect. I don't get any rashes, so I love that it's tested. Now the yarn is made in Turkey, and this color here is color 1050-03 crosswords. It's 100% acrylic. So look at that yarn. Beautiful brown shades. Let me get it right up to the camera, see if you can see it. So if you look right here, here is a ripple Afghan made in this yarn. Now the pattern is not on the label. I took the label off. Yeah, I tore it, but I know what yarn it is. It says that the pattern is available at www.premieryarns.com, and it's called the Marlow Throw, M-A-R-L-O-W Throw. I can't tell if it's knit or crochet by the photograph, but I just thought it was beautiful for fall with those brown tones, so I can't wait. Now, the one thing about ordering some of these yarns is you really have to play around with different crochet stitch patterns or knit patterns just to see what stitch pattern looks the best with some of these yarns. So I'll be playing around with that, but I did just want to have it in stock, so when I decided to start that Afghan, that my yarn is here and I can get started right away. So that's why I like to order in my yarn. So now I want to show you a sneak peek of my Christmas Afghan. Now when you see this, it might look a little familiar, because what I decided to do after my first design just wasn't coming out the way I wanted to. I decided to take the Santa from my Christmas skirt and downsize him a little bit and then put him on an Afghan. So here is what the Christmas Afghan is going to look like. Can you see little Santa? So here he is. He's a little bit different. Now I didn't put the rosy cheeks. Now you can do that if you wish. I just didn't think I had enough room to add the little half circle cheeks. But it's up to you when you're working on your Santa. You can do whatever you wish to him. You can like give him eyebrows. You can do whatever. Now this Afghan, I made it in a way where it's very easy to stitch this Afghan. Very simple stitches, very simple pattern, but it does take time to do your background blocks. So in my first video, I'm going to show you how to do the green block with the border. And then I'll come back with part 2, show you how to do your Santa. And then I'll come back and show you how to join your blocks together and then put a border on the Afghan. Now, the one thing I have to tell you is I hate to make pom-poms. So I decided to go to Hobby Lobby and they sold pom-poms by the bag. So I went and bought a bag of pom-poms and then I just sewed them right to the top of the hat. It was so much easier. It saved me a lot of time. But this Afghan will be 3 blocks across and it will be 3 blocks down. So there will be a total of 9 blocks. So what I like is that this matches the Christmas tree skirt. So if you didn't see the pattern for the Santa Christmas tree skirt, it's a really simple pattern as well. You could have Santa Christmas tree skirt under your tree, have this beautiful Santa Christmas Afghan on your couch. So just a whimsical way to celebrate the holidays. And again, I'm sorry it's taken me so long. I was so frustrated when that first design didn't come out, and I thought, you know what, I can make it easy for everyone, but just do it in a different way. So this is a great way to learn a lot of different techniques, and I will walk you through it step by step. So let me tell you what you're going to need if you want to order your yarn ahead of time and get that in, because again, it's going to take me some time to get the videos done. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the first video posted so you can at least start working on those background blocks and get your 9 blocks made up. And then I'll be working on the video of how to do the Santa. So again, it's going to be several videos on how to make this Afghan. So a lot of times that's better because you can do it one step at a time, get your background blocks made, and then when the next video comes out, you're all ready to go to make those other parts to the Afghan. So what I'm doing with the material list is I'm giving you an estimate. Now most of it is going to be really close, but I wasn't quite sure on the white and red because I still have to crochet the Afghan together and I have to put the border on. So I may be off 1 skein here or there, and I hope I'm not, but if I am, you may have to get another skein of one of the colors. So let me go over what you will need. You're going to need 5 skeins of the spring green, which is color number 1115-58. And I'll put this material list in the description box underneath this video. You're going to need 2 skeins of red, which is color number 1115-12. Now for the face, for this part here, I use blush. And this is color 1115-16 blush, and you only need 1 skein. Now, if you don't want to use that color for the face and you want to use a different skin tone color, and you can just click the link to the Premier Basics, I'll have that link underneath the video, and then you can look at all the different colors that you may be able to use for a different skin tone. So they have just about every color you can imagine in the Basics, so you would have no problem changing that color. So only 1 color for the face part. You're going to need 3 or 4 skeins of the white, and this is where I just wasn't sure because I don't have the Afghan finished to give you the exact amount. You're going to need color number 1115-01 white and 3 or 4 skeins. And then for the nose, I used a darker pink. So right here, this pink color, because Santa has a cold nose, I used the color Taffy. And that is color number 1115-10, and you need 1 skein. Or if you have a darker pink in your stash at home, then it doesn't take very much for the nose. So you would be able to use something you may have on hand if you didn't want to purchase that extra skein of yarn. But I did use a different color for the nose. I wanted it a little bit darker pink because when you're out in the cold, your nose gets pink and red. You're also going to need a size I9 crochet hook. And you're going to need 9 pom-poms for the top of Santa's head. I would say they are about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I just think that when you make something homemade and you put so much time and love into it, it becomes a cherished heirloom. And it was funny because I knew my daughter was going to do this to me. She walked in the house and I said, "What do you think?" I said, "I have the finishing touches on it now." I said, "What do you think?" And she says, "When's it going to be done? You're giving it to me, right? You know how I love to decorate for Christmas. You don't have to wrap it up. Just as soon as you're done with your videos, you can just give it to me." So my daughter claimed this. So I did forget to mention about the eyes. Now I use safety eyes. Now I do not recommend using googly eyes. Anything that you glue onto an Afghan scares me to death that a child will pull that off and stick it in their mouth. So either use safety eyes or embroider the eyes, or you could probably use buttons as long as you really secure those buttons, but even buttons scare me a little bit. But you can use whatever you wish for the eyes, but I do like to do a disclaimer. So I just like to get that disclaimer out there because you really do have to be very careful when you're making crochet projects that have those little pieces if you have small children in your house. So that's what you're going to need for the Santa Afghan. Now, if you did not want to make the full-size Afghan, the other alternative is you can make maybe one block and a solid background and make pillows, or you can make a reversible pillow and just put 2 blocks together and have Santa thrown on your couch and have some comfy pillows for the holidays. And with Premier Basix being only $3.39 a skein for those large 7-ounce skeins, it really makes it affordable in order to make some of these Christmas Afghans. So thank you everybody for stopping by and watching my unboxing of my Premier yarn order and seeing the beautiful fall yarn that I bought for a fall project, and for seeing a sneak peek of Santa's Christmas Afghan for 2021. And I'll be bringing that video out to you as soon as I can. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting, everyone.